Care.
Hey, you guys, Desmond here,
And LaCresha.
and welcome back to the channel.
Woo!
Today, we are here to discuss Dragula Titans,
Drama,
episode
drama,
4,
drama,
Dungeon and Drag Queens.
drama.
But before we get into that, just want to remind everyone real quickly to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and leave us a comment. Let us know if you agree, disagree. Just don't get crazy. Just
Hey.
don't. And then right over here in the corner, right over here in this corner, just subscribe. Thank you very much. All right. So Dragula Titans, Miss LaCresha, what did you think of Dungeon and Drag Queens? I couldn't get that out.
This was actually a really good episode.
This was a great episode.
I had to because I was going to sleep, so I had to sit up
Mm-hmm.
to make sure I watched it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good
Baby,
episode.
it was real refreshing what it was.
Yes, especially after the drama of the first 4 freaking episodes.
Yeah. And we know, let's
Oh,
go ahead and get
man.
into that because there's a big thing going on. Let me see. Share my screen. Let's get into it. So we enter into the boudoir. And, everyone's sitting there and they're discussing who they want to go home. And it was all a collective that they pretty much wanted Abora to go home. They're like,
And
we
I
think
didn't
she's going
blame
to
them.
stay, but we want her to go home. They were sick of it. And you know what? Same.
Facts.
Same. But yeah, they're just, ooh, baby, Miss Hoso had a lot to say. Miss
Mm.
Astrid had a lot to say.
Mm.
And
Some of
I
them.
and I just love how Coco flat out called them out. You enabled her.
That part.
Both
Both of
of you
y'all.
did. So you can't sit here and pass judgment when you helped create this monster.
Exactly.
Like this was Coco's episode. This really was.
Yes, all the way through.
All the way through. Cause Coco
Yes.
just love me some Coco.
Yes.
This is when she was telling them, like, this is y'all's fault. This ain't just Abora's fault, but this is y'all's fault too.
Okay. You over here acting like you can't make up your mind. You single, you in something, you want to be with her, you want to be with somebody else. What is going on? You over here, oh, we're just friends and no. No.
No. No. And Abora walks into the room. Now, I don't know what shirt she had on, but I thought it was funny that they blurred out the logo.
Mm-hmm.
And,
And then they put tape over it like we
oh,
didn't
I
see
got it. It's right
already.
here. And I'm like, so they had to stop them, put the tape over the logo, and then have them continue this conversation.
Yep.
Because
Which explains the reason why they look like they're out of the conversation at this.
But I do appreciate that they kept that same energy.
Yes.
As soon as the boy walked in, they were like,
dang, you still here?
Baby crickets. She was all happy. And she's like,
But
listen.
nobody's happy to see me. No,
No.
bitch. No.
No,
We're
we're
ready
not.
for you to take your ass home.
No, you've been giving us nothing but the blues, honey.
The
Nothing but the
whole
blues.
damn month.
The whole season so far. But she came in and, we find out that, she's in the early stages of her sobriety. And I'm like, and I believe it was Coco who said, we get it, you're on your journey, but that doesn't mean you should fuck up ours. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And drag us all down with you. Just keep
Like,
yours
I'm
over there.
glad that you're taking that step to get your help, but don't lash out at everybody. Especially what you
Okay.
said to Melissa in the cauldron, honey. That still don't sit right in my spirit. Really didn't. Really did not. But I'm glad they kept the same energy. And Abora's like, the only thing I could do is just show you that I am trying. And as Kendra would say, each day is a blank slate. I love Coco's like that. Not for me.
Yeah.
No. I'm not gonna forget what you just did. You
No.
just did it.
Just did it.
You just did it. So no. But yeah, so they had that moment. Coco keeping it real. Love it so much. And production, I love y'all. Y'all are so fucking shady. I love it so much because Aster was like, I would never I will do the same for you. Blah, blah, blah. I will stand up for you doing this, d. And then they cut to this. Where were you standing up for her then? You said you would do the same. Clearly you didn't. The receipts.
Yes.
Production is messy, and I live.
Yes, that, and I think that's the reason why they just was like, we're not gonna do the RuPaul thing. We're not gonna have you vote each other out.
No, they should have kept that going. That would, baby, because I know they would have gagged us with the votes. I know they would have. Because I'll be voting the strongest people. Victoria, Hoso, every week, ho. So, get this bitch out of here. God, no. But the alarm went off, which means they had to report to the main stage, where the Boulay brothers let them know that this week's theme is Dungeon and Drag Queens. And for the first time since season 3, they're actually going to go on location. Because, with season 4, they couldn't because of the protocols that were put in place. Completely understandable. But this season, they said, we going outside. We going outside. And that's one thing I wish Drag Race would do again, is do the outside challenges. In the earlier seasons, they did quite a bit outside.
Right.
And I understand you want to keep a secret on who's in the cast. Rent out an area or whatever. Similar to what the Boulets did, they had an area where they go. It's only Drag Race it's only Dragula contestants and the production team. So it's still the people's. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I get it. You want to keep as much a secret as y'all, but let's be real. As soon as these queens disappear from social media, there's videos talking about speculated season 15 cast.
Right.
Speculated cast of All Stars 8. So we know what's happening. There's no need to try to hide it at this point.
Exactly.
But anyway, they're on location.
And there's this lovely, lovely piece of paper called a non-disclosure agreement.
Oh, baby, don't nobody listen to those. You know that. How do you think people find out the track records and all this other stuff? You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, but still.
All that information, somebody on the production team, the queens, somebody is telling, because there's no way that there should be detailed spoilers out there if when everyone has signed an NDA. How do we know that? Because just jumping ahead with Canada versus the World, I got on Twitter today, and apparently the rumors were saying that it was supposed to be Vanity and Raja who was in the top 2 for that episode. And I'm like, see, that's what y'all get. Y'all thought y'all knew. But anyway, back to Dragula. But yeah, so the Boulay brothers basically decided everything for them when it comes to the Dungeon and Drag Queens. They decided their race and their class. I don't play Dungeons and Drag Queens, so I wanted to make sure I wrote that down correctly. And as we go over their floor show performances, I will tell you what their race and class was. Because the Boulets decided that for them. The Boulets then announced that we're going to have an acting challenge this week, darling. The Desmonds are going to have to come out. And no, not the theater lesbians, Hoso, okay? I almost fell off my bed. We also said, what's that, a theater lesbian?
I mean, there is such a thing.
There is such a thing.
That's not what we were talking about here.
Oh, honey, I had to pause because I was cackling. 6:30 in the morning in my room, just cackling. It was too funny. That was too funny. But anyway, so that's what they're going to do. They're going to go location. They're acting. They're going to be split into 2 teams. And the teams were decided by the Boulets for drama, basically. Which I love how they were just like the one that would cause the most chaos. Let's do it. I'm like, thank you. Because RuPaul will be like, oh, we spoke to a psychic. Oh, we're doing it this way. No, we're doing it to be messy. Just say we know at this point, okay? We know, all right? So, but before they get to that, they have to do a fright feat. And they have to do a tug of gore. I got screenshots of the gore that they had to tug over.
Yeah.
That was nasty. That was nasty. But those are the teams that they're going to be in for also the acting challenge as well. So let's continue on. We're on location. The first team was Coco Kane, Abora, Eva Destruction, and Hoso. And the
Mm.
second team was Melissa B. Fierce, Victoria Elizabeth Black, Erica Clash, and Astrid. Honestly, if they wanted to be messy, they really should have put Abora and Astrid on the same team. If
Mhm.
you want to be real. I'm like, if I'm
Yeah.
picking the team in attention to get some drama stirring, and then also put Melissa on the same team to bounce off of that drama that they had from the last episode.
Put all
If
the hate people together.
you want to be messy, we could put me on y'all's production team. Y'all want mess, honey? I'm gonna give it to y'all. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Mm-hmm. And then just throw Erica on the team too, just for a little razzle dazzle, because she has issues with everybody.
Oh God, Erica got on my nerves.
But she really didn't get on my nerves this episode. Actually, got to give her
Not
props.
this episode, but
Yeah,
she
but
didn't
the
got
other
on my
episodes, yeah.
nerves. Other
But
episodes.
anyway, here is the tug of gore.
Mm,
Mm, mm-mm,
mm,
mm.
Red
But for some
dye,
reason, I guess
mud.
they thought this was Chippendales because everybody started taking off their clothes.
Okay.
I'm like, put your clothes back on, honey. This is not Chippendales. This is not the Magic Mike show.
Nope.
Keep your clothes on.
I don't know what Coco Kane thought she was doing. I guess with the sport mode Crocs.
I ain't even mad at her though. I ain't even mad at her. But yeah,
No.
people just start taking off clothes. I'm like, okay, you know what? Well, I'm here for it. So it is time for the tug of war. They're going. They're going. Baby, they was really getting into it.
I'm just look, and the only thing that won them was the fact that their anchor at the back had on shoes with grip.
That
Because if
part,
Coco had some shoes with
if
some
they would
real
have
grip,
switched Eva with Coco, they would have took
yes,
it.
yes,
They would have took it.
yes,
They
you got
would
to put the
have.
heaviest person in the back.
Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, we had Abora fall in. They kept a pulling. They fought. I'm like, are they going to actually turn back around and get them?
Right?
No, no,
No,
no. Everybody fell in. Mm, couldn't have been me.
no.
That
Look,
cheer.
wait a minute. Did you get the screenshot of Coco?
Oh, I tried. Hold on. There it
Oh
is.
my God.
Her
That
going
one.
there.
How you gonna willingly just jump into that?
I'm like, listen, take one for the because you can't go home from a fire feat. So my team lost, and I don't have nothing on me, honey. Let me jump in here.
Facts, facts. Okay, I forgot about that part.
Let me embrace it because I don't want them to say, "Oh, we felt like you didn't really give enough in the fire feat, and now I got to go home and freaking Kendra's back." No,
No.
no. Which it, they put that rule into place. Like I really wish it would happen. You know what I'm saying?
But ain't nobody really just went home yet.
Yeah, like I wanna see somebody not survive the fire feat. Like you put that idea in my head, I'm gonna be mad if we don't see it.
Well,
Watch it happen and it happens to somebody we love.
okay.
I'm gonna be mad as hell.
Yep.
But at the same time living. Anyway,
Hey.
this is after Coco embraced the gore.
Yes, because she was like, I'll drop dead first. And well, you pay baby. Welcome to hell.
So here they are on location, and I know you haven't seen season 3, but this is also the same location where they did their season 3 Dungeon and Drag Queens challenge.
Spells, crystals,
Because
witches.
even Destruction mentioned Madeline Hatter had her epic moment right over there. She pointed it out. I'm like, oh, that was a moment. If anything, you need to watch that because Madeline she was one of my favorites. She really was one of my favorites from season 3. Honestly, I'm shocked she's not here. I'm not sure if they asked her or not, but I'm shocked Madeline Hatter is not here. Like there's several queens I'm shocked isn't here. Like Louisiana Purchase, she's also from season 3. I'm shocked she ain't here. Shocked. But anyway, so because they won the Fright Feat, they get to choose which script they get to have. There's a regular script and then there's the curse script where part of the dialogue is basically backwards. So we get in here. Also, I love that production made Coco put a towel right there.
Right? I
I'm
had to go because I was like, why she got on a towel?
I'm like, that had to be production. That had to be production. She's like that. They're like that bathing suit's too revealing. put this towel over you.
Well, you notice that kind of at the end when they turn around and walk out, and you
Yeah.
see all of Coco's hindquarters.
Yeah.
Look, Coco be hat fishing.
Not hatfish. This is just a bad screenshot. Don't do Coco.
Look, because I'm like, wait a minute, because Coco is beautiful. I don't understand.
But yeah, they ultimately decided to get the regular script. Basically because Melissa and Victoria wanted, because Victoria has an issue learning dialogue and Melissa is ESL, so they're like, this will be a lot easier for us if we get the regular script.
Mm-hmm.
I really think Astrid wanted the curse script, because she even put it out there. She's like, I personally like the curse script more, but I'm gonna go with my team. I'm gonna go
Mm-hmm.
with my team. Eric is just happy to be here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Erica, that was mean. I'm sorry. Which
If
means
you're
they
watching,
got
honey, it's just a critique. It's
so
just a critique.
the other team got the curse script. So Astrid,
But they worked that out though.
oh my god, I actually have
They
some
worked that
problems with the
out.
acting challenge. I'm kind of upset, but it has nothing to do with them. They did great. We'll get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Astrid explained the rules of Dungeons and Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. So I'm guess they're just gonna let her rant every episode. This is the second episode in a row where, no, it's the third episode in a row where Ashley
Yeah.
just went doop, 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 and they were just letting her go. Just letting her go. Like, I'm like, honey.
Look, if you want to know the rules to Dungeons and Dragons, watch Stranger Things. That's what the whole show is based off of.
Oh,
Dungeons
really? I didn't know
and
that. I
Dragons.
don't watch Stranger Things. I've been told too, but I haven't got to it yet. I did
I
not
I
know.
haven't watched since episode 3 of season 2, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But yeah, I've known people to play Dungeons and Dragons. I've never played. And then I
Mm-hmm.
also watched The Big Bang Theory, and they touched on Dungeons and Dragons a lot on that show. I wouldn't be
Mm-hmm.
against playing if somebody invited me. I'll be very green. I'll be like, okay, well, I'm here. What am I doing? Can I please be an elf? That's so funny. A 6 foot 10 man be an
Six
elf.
foot.
Can I
If you
please
want
be
to
an elf?
have a completely different perspective, like the Cliff's Notes versions of
Mm-hmm.
Dungeons and Dragons, there is an episode of the Try Guys
I've
with
watched that episode. Now
with
that you've
the
said it,
accursed man in it.
yeah,
Um,
I did. I watched it before. Did you watch their recent episode?
oh my god, the Pop Tarts
Without a recipe.
episode,
Did
the Pop Tarts episode
you
with the
see what
eight
they put
hundred
on his
pound
shirt?
pink
I love bad
elephant.
ideas.
Oh, but see, that was his merch shirt.
Oh, that was his merch.
Yes, that was his merch shirt. Was like, I love bad ideas because he kept eating peppers in all of his stupid videos. Anytime there was a food video and it had a pepper in it, this dumb idiot would sit there and eat a freaking pepper. And oh, I love bad ideas. Apparently, thank you for announcing it to the world that you like making stupid ass mistakes. Now you have no career.
I am. I really wanted to see the elephant's Pop Tart though. I'm like, y'all could have let us at least seen it at the end when they said the elephant was in fourth place. I'm like, oh, I wanted to see what it was though. Like, just a glance. What do you do? Oh, he did that. Oh, okay, okay. But
Pink
I thought it was
elephant in the
funny.
room.
Oh goodness,
It's funny that the elephant is pink.
that really tickled me. And I'm like, I can't wait for next week to see how they edit him out that one.
Like, they should just do that for all of them, even the ones they said that they couldn't get the money back from.
Imagine if they edited Sherry Pie out of season 12 that way.
As a pink elephant or as a big fry?
Just as anything, just completely edit her out the way they edit.
Oh, that would have been a fire season.
That would have been so funny.
It would have been it was already a fire season, especially since
I
Jada won.
know.
But still, it would have been a fire season.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, let's get back to the Dungeons and Drag Queens here, honey. But yeah, this is their reactions. They're like, can you please just shut up?
I just said the same thing.
But Eva steps in as the thespian of the group. You know, she won her
Yes.
acting challenge. So they went through and did a whole bunch of different acting exercises. And actually, I thought that was a pretty cute moment. I love how everybody fully committed to it too.
Right? Even Coco. And Coco's usually like
Coco,
standoffish.
and these are very similar to the acting exercise they used to have us do. So I'm like, okay, so at least this is not something Eva's just coming up her ass with. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I thought this was a fun moment. Like, oh,
Coco.
this ball moment here. I thought that was hilarious. This is Coco's face during, I think it was the mirroring one.
I think it was the voguing one.
Yeah, that was when they were mirroring each other. Yeah, that's when, and they were messy there too. I should have got the screenshots.
uh,
Oh, the production team. Mwah,
cat,
I
cat,
love
cat,
y'all.
cat, cat, cat.
I love y'all. I love the production team. Y'all are so fucking messy, and I'm here for it.
Yes.
Ah, but yeah, they sit down. They're talking about their roles, and then Abora and Melissa had a little sit down. And I really
Mm-hmm.
appreciated this moment. I really felt like Abora listened to what Melissa had to say and not just trying to shut her down. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate the conversation that was held here. And honestly, this episode did a little rehabbing for Abora for me because I was
Mm-hmm.
over her. And I'm still a little over her, but not as over her as I was at the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Like it's more like, okay, I guess you can stay. You just keep your ass over there.
Yeah, so I appreciate this conversation. They said what they needed to say, and they seem to be heading off into the sunset. That's why I got the screenshot, heading off into the sunset. Um,
Together.
but yeah, so we watched them get their outfits together for their dungeon and drag queens, darling.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's the next day, they're coming in, they're getting ready, and it is time for judging. Now, in the past, when they were on location, the judging
Mm-hmm.
also happened
On
on
location.
location. Now, I understood why they did it back here in the castle for this because, somebody got to get sent back to hell.
Yes.
But like if this was a regular season, that I truly believe they would have stuck to what they normally do and do the whole thing on location.
Mm-hmm. The legs. They got great legs.
Great legs. Drax leg over here is amazing. But anyway, what did we think of these looks here this week?
I love them, giving me very Morticia vibes.
I was like, thank you. They had to watch our reviews because, I read them hard each week for wearing the
Last
same
season,
outfit.
yeah.
For
Right.
each week, read them for filth.
Mm-hmm.
But this season, they done stepped it up.
They said we're gonna give Cresha and Desmond different silhouettes this year.
Please, we're not
Thank you.
asking for much,
We appreciate it.
and we appreciate what you're doing here. I love these
Look,
headpieces.
thank you for watching us.
Thank you, because we know Dali watched. Dali could have,
Yes.
just slid the phone over to them.
Hey.
But I love these headpieces. These
Yes.
headpieces were everything. I want one. What I'm gonna wear with it, but I want one. If I just pop up with one on next week,
Maybe we'll craft one.
ooh. But yeah, I got several screenshots because this was lovely. So we were joined by Misha. They are an actor.
Misha
Oh,
Otrovich.
I forget where they said Misha was from. Dang it.
Yeah,
Dang
I
it.
forgot to.
Eric Grays is from Lock and Key. That's where I know them from.
Mm-hmm.
I actually need to watch season 3. My plan was to do that today, but I started watching that Trixie Motel show and I couldn't turn it off.
Oh, what
It
is
was
that
really
on?
it was really cute. It's on Discovery Plus.
Oh, I don't have that because
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I will talk later. But yeah, so it was good to see Eric here. So let's get into the floor show. Up first, we have Erica Clash. Now, Erica is supposed to be a gnome rogue. A gnome rogue. What do we think of this look here?
it gave me very like Zelda vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Was not too fond of it, honestly.
It was okay.
It was okay. I think it was just the makeup kind of took me
Mm-hmm.
out.
And
And
compared to everybody else was just like hitting it hard.
right.
And then I saw this and I'm like, it ain't bad, but when you line it up compared to everybody else's,
Yeah, like that's it's just like meh,
yeah,
meh, meh.
yeah, you can tell
Mm.
she's a gnome, and that's always a good thing. You did
Right.
the assignment, honey. You did the assignment. Up next, we have Abora, and Abora is supposed to be a dark elf druid. I love this look.
That was a really good look. I love the commitment with the shoes.
Fully committed. Like this is a dark elf. If I saw this out in the woods, honey, I would be running.
The funny thing is I didn't get dark elf, I got dark gnome because of the hat.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I can see that with the hat. I can see
That
that.
was like my favorite little show growing up was the little cartoon with the gnomes.
Yeah,
I'm aging myself again. Um
it's okay. We all know you're 40. Anyway, so
I got one more year till I'm 40.
you're 40.
I'm not yet. Let me hold on to 38 just a little bit longer. I look, 38 is gonna disappear in like 32 days.
Yeah, like real soon. we're getting pretty close to that. But yeah, I love this look. Now that you've said it, I see gnome.
But
Now that you've said it, but I still enjoy it. I really
yeah,
do.
it was still a really great look.
Mm-hmm. Up next is Victoria Elizabeth Black, and she is an elf priestess. I like this. It's a little basic
That part.
compared to everything else Victoria has provided, but it's still
Mhm.
an amazing look.
Right. I think
Like
those straps should have went like up further.
I do too. I think I wish it would have went up to like right here below the knee,
Right.
like right there. That would have didn't. But I really do enjoy this look. I think Elizabeth looks beautiful. I'm sorry, Victoria. Let me call her by her first name. Victoria looks beautiful here.
Yes.
Beautiful. And I love that they were outside so we could see the outfits better.
Mm-hmm.
Because I get it, the floor show is supposed to be an aesthetic. I get it. But I would like a clear shot, please. Goodness. All right, up next is Astrid. And Astrid is a human bard. I love this look.
Yes, this was a really good look.
This was so much fun. And I love this little fake pirate ship that she was all over. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that just really took it to the next level for me. Like the performance
Right.
of this floor show was everything.
Yes. I like how everybody had like a different location and could give what needs to be given in each of their settings.
Yes, I agree 1000%. Up next is Eva Destruction, who is a human paladin. I hope I'm saying that right. But this was cute.
She looks like an evil Raggedy Ann doll.
Honey.
but I get it, and it looks kind of like comic book-ish to me.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I
But
do like
I
it.
like the aesthetic.
And I do like this pop of color with the hair.
Mm-hmm.
I really do like that. I know I saw some people online who didn't like her hair for this, and I'm like, honestly, if it would have been any other color, I don't think it would have worked. I think this gives it
Right.
a nice little pop.
The
You're like,
Joan of
damn.
Arc realness.
Yeah. So yeah, I likes it. It's a soft too. Soft one.
Soft too.
Up next is Hoso Teratoma. And Hoso is a dark elf ranger. This was everything.
Yes.
This was
If
everything.
she'd have had more arms, I wouldn't have known what to do with myself.
This was just top tier. And
Everything.
like, although it's different for Hoso, it's still Hoso. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because it reads Hoso to me.
Yeah, like
It don't.
this is different than what Hoso reads, but right here in this makeup, you still get Hoso in the midst of all that. And that's the one thing I really do like about Hoso. Hoso still does the challenge, but make sure Hoso's in there.
Right. And I like the fact that it's a lighter version of Hoso, because we got a lot of like real heavy detailed Hoso
Yeah,
last season when
we
she was
did.
on, and this season she's just like, okay, I'm gonna give you the clothes because that's apparently what you want.
Up next is Coco Kane, who was an elf barbarian. 8.
Yes.
8.
8.
Baby, she walked through that door. I'm like, oh.
Look, when she went through and and she was like, ah, and I was like, are you gonna flip over?
Oh, this was just, hold on, I got another one. Ow, look at that.
Yes.
Look at that.
Beauty. She is grace. She is Amazonian
Beauty is
woman.
her name.
Uh,
Ow, baby. Hold on, wait,
you
one
know
more.
what? I'll allow the Drew Hill reference. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. As a Drew Hill fan, I will allow it.
Listen, I grew up with my aunt is a huge Drew Hill fan. Like back when Lamar was a thing, I used to burn her so many different Drew Hill CDs because
I
she
just the
she
only
would
thing that
play it
would make
until they were scratched up and had to get new ones.
right. Look, the only thing that would make my life complete is to see them in concert, but they stay on the East Coast. They don't like coming to the West Coast,
Uh-huh.
and or the no,
The
and then when they
South.
finally decided to start coming to the West Coast, I was in the South. So I
Yeah.
need y'all, all 8 of y'all, to come to the South.
Come on down here. Come say hi to us.
Yes. Stop going to Cleveland and Chicago. Because
But
those are the
yes.
last 2 tour dates I've seen.
Yes, I do. I do.
Come to Houston.
I'm glad you caught the Drew Hill reference.
Come to Houston. I need to
But
see the
yeah,
South.
this was everything. It really was. Up next
It
is
really was.
Melissa B. Fias. She is a human barbarian. Now listen, I'm not a big fan of what she has on.
Them pads, the padding kind of threw me. Like the rest of it, I think is good. The makeup is
Oh, the
fucking
makeup is
amazing.
everything. For
The
me, it was the actual floor performance that she
yeah,
gave. I'm like, oh honey, she's ready to go to war.
right.
Oh, it was, and then that last little bit where she got into the
In the
water and it just
water
pierced
and
the
was like,
heart.
ah.
I'm like, baby, she wants to go to war.
Yes, that
Oh,
wig is just
yes, that
but the
performance was
only thing
top
I
level.
yes, everything was good. The only thing I didn't like was them pads.
Mm-hmm.
Them pads could have gone.
So now we'll talk about our favorite looks when later when I get the screenshot of all the looks together. But let's get into the acting challenge. So up first we have the team with the regular script. Up first was Melissa. Now I was confused on her judging. Like they were like, "Oh, you did such a great job." I'm like, "Where?"
Where like the way that it was edited together, it did not look like
Honey, not everybody's an actor, and I get that. I get that. But baby,
right.
let's not give false praise. Because she even said in her confessionals, dang it, if I was on the team, I would have been in the top. Ooh. Technically, yeah, you would have been in the top, but you still would not have won. But yeah, I didn't particularly care for her acting performance. I give her applause for going in guns a blazing,
Mm-hmm.
but I felt like she was trying just a little too hard. She really wanted to do good, and you could tell that.
Yes.
You could tell, but look. You didn't see. I wanted her to just relax and have some fun with it, because
Mm-hmm.
this ain't a serious acting situation. You know what I'm saying?
No, this is
So
not gonna get you roles in future
yeah, so
movies.
you have a little fun, honey. Have a little
I
fun.
mean, if you want to put it on your reel, you can, but I wouldn't suggest it.
Up next is Victoria, somebody I highly suggest not to put that on her reel. Oh my.
Ever. I love
Oh,
the crown tiara thingy she's got. I really wish she would have color matched those ears a little bit better. But hey, you do what
my
you do with
lord. Just sitting there, I'm like, oh, she in the bottom.
right.
I'm
The
like, oh no,
struggle
our poor
bus was
Victoria's in the
real.
bottom.
The look, I knew they didn't do well. I was just like so underwhelmed.
I was like, oh baby, oh baby. It was rough to watch. My goodness. And then we go to Astrid, who I think did an amazing job.
Asher did do okay.
I'm like, I'll give her props. If Astrid was on the other team, I truly feel like she would have won this week.
Yeah.
I truly feel like it. The only thing is, I'm not sure if it was just the way she was reading her lines or if she was just approaching it differently. Because she was talking a tad bit like we do now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else was in their Jan Vonder, area. but I'm not sure what the script that Astra was given, because the way she was reading her lines, it
She
didn't
was
sound like it
speaking
would,
modern English as opposed to old English.
yes, like everybody else you could tell was written in old English unless she was just not reciting her lines that way. But I
She
feel
was
like
not
the Boulets would have called her out for it if she was. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But I thought Astra did probably the best job this week in the acting challenge. I'm like, oh, you was on the wrong team, honey, because you
Hmm.
was over here giving award-winning acting, and everybody else is just.
They were like, "You deserve an Emmy," and the rest of y'all can go sit down.
And then we had Erica, who I just don't think she fully connected with her character.
No,
It just kind of felt like she was just kind of lost. Like
she was out of all of it, honestly.
huh?
I said she was out of all of it, honestly.
Yeah, we really didn't see much of her for this to be, her goodbye episode. We didn't really get to see much of Erica this episode.
I love the sclera though. The sclera made the rest of her makeup look like that was her eye, but yeah,
So yeah, overall, Astra did great. The other three were there.
that part.
Now, here's my thing about the acting challenge. I'll go ahead and say it with them. I wanted to know the rest of the story.
That part, I was like, okay, so is it gonna keep going? Are they gonna meet up in the middle
Yeah,
somewhere?
like I
Like,
thought they were gonna do their piece, the other group was gonna do their piece, and then they were gonna meet up and finish up. No, I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Did they get back to the living world, and did the other group get away from that monster that was coming after them?
right.
Like, or the beast they called it, whatever. But still, like, I need a conclusion.
Yep, you gave me a beginning and another beginning. You didn't even give me a middle, no
No
crescendo, no
end,
nothing.
nothing. You gave us acting blue balls. Like what? Like, how you gonna get things going and then just stop? Hold on, wait. I need more to the story.
That's like a 5 pump man.
Like, what is going on here? So we're
Ooh, or
moving on
jackrabbit
to the
sex.
next group, and I just want to say
Yes, the acting.
this whole group, tens,
Yes,
tens,
I need a
tens,
fan.
tens. Where's mine? Too far away.
I'm like, I need a fan. Just
Baby, they ate.
8.
I was fully in. Now the other one I was kind of in and out of it, but this one I was
I was
fully
asleep.
invested.
Yes,
I was
I sat
seated.
up. I was looking.
I was fully seated, and I was entertained.
Yes,
I want to know the rest of the story. I
that
need to get
part.
with the writers, whoever they hired to write these acting challenges. I need to know the rest of the story.
Right.
Like what
What
happened?
else was supposed to be acted before old girl over here just overtook it with her anxiety?
Oh, I got the screenshots a lot. But let's get into each person's job. Abora did a really good job.
Yes.
I love that she did that Abora like voice. It really fits in with
Mm-hmm.
the period piece that this is for Old English.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really felt like she was an elf. Like yes.
Yes.
Hoso, amazing.
Yes, and I love the accent she put on.
Yes. Yes, honey. And I really did appreciate that they used the they them pronouns for this creature.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, I see y'all. I see y'all, and I love that. I love that. But yeah, Hustle did an amazing job. And the fact that they took the little thingy to the head and
Yeah.
bled and kept going.
And kept going. Shot and reshot. True actor.
Professional.
Finally, because you did not get those critiques last season.
Ooh, yeah, honey. You came back and redeemed yourself, baby. They called me unprofessional last time. Bet they won't this time.
Nope.
Bet they won't. And did we? Nope.
Unprofessional where?
Now, Eva did an amazing job in the acting challenge.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about afterwards in a minute, but let's talk about in the acting challenge. Eva did a really good job.
Yes.
I was, like I said, I was thoroughly entertained by the whole group. And I'm still upset. I wanted to know what happened next.
Right. Like you left the room and then what?
Y'all killed Hoso.
Killed Hoso.
Well, you had to. Once Coco explained, usually you got to kill the person who started the curse to have it lifted. I'm like, you know what? That makes sense.
Okay.
Now let's get out of here. Now the beast got something to eat on while y'all try to get going.
Exactly.
But anyway, good job, Eva. Miss Coco.
Miss Coco 8.
8,
8.
8,
8.
8. Did such a great job. Such a
Mm-hmm.
great job. And for them to have part of their script, all four of them, for them to have part of their scripts where they had to talk backwards,
Right.
they did not miss a beat.
Merskert.
Did not miss a beat. I was so proud. I'm like, y'all better eat. Y'all better talk backwards. Come on.
Right.
Come on. So good. So good. But yeah, this group did
I appreciate the fact that Coco did the assignment.
Yes. So afterwards, Miss Eva had a moment.
A lot of moments.
A lot of moments. And part of me was like, okay, I get it, but Coco Kane said it the best. I understood the heat, the exhaustion, honey. I was feeling it too. But they handled it in two different ways.
Yep.
Instead of centering yourself and trying to get yourself, even if you would have just asked to stand outside for a moment, be like, hold on, just give me a moment. Let me step outside, get a couple breaths. We'll kick it through. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It just seemed like everything needs to stop because you're having a moment. And that's not how it works.
Life works.
Yeah.
That's
Take your
not how a
moment, go
job
outside,
works.
take you a deep breath, and then come back and say, let's kill it.
Right.
Because we've all
Let's
been there.
get it
We've all
done
had
so
a
I ain't gotta
moment where
be
we
in
were
this
like
no
that.
more.
Everybody gets overstimulated at times, and that was your moment. And yeah, but I agree with Coco. They handled it completely different than
Two
how.
completely different ways.
Yeah. But we got the screenshots. All right, so we're back over here in the castle on the floor show stage. And who had your favorite look of the week?
Coco.
Coco. I agree.
Coco.
I agree. So we find out that the team that had the curse script did the best, but only one of them could get the win. And we find out that the winner is Kane. Do you agree?
Yes, totally, completely, wholeheartedly.
Hands down, 100%. I agree that Coco won this.
With my whole chest.
I'm so glad Coco finally got a win. Because Coco didn't get a win on season
Yes.
4.
At
So
all.
I'm glad Coco came back. And I
Yes.
want to say wasn't it episode 4 she went home?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so for her to win on the episode she went home. Matter of fact, I
Hey,
can look at that real quick. That won't take me but a hot diddly second. But yeah, Coco really. This
full
is the
circle.
Coco I wish we would have got on
Last
season
season.
4. But it was very clear that Dolly was going to win that season
Right.
regardless.
Especially when they just brought her in at random. Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
we're just gonna bring in an extra person.
Coco went home on episode 3. Episode 3. But still, Coco, I'm so proud of you. So happy. So happy. So happy. So we move onwards and we find out that Victoria Black and Erica Clash are the bottom 2 monsters of the week. Do you agree with this placement?
I there was somebody else I think should have been there, and I can't remember their name right now.
Oh, who? Because the other 2 were Melissa and Astrid.
Never mind. Never mind. No, you know what? Because I'm thinking of the other 2 episodes I had to watch. Never mind.
Okay. But yeah, I agree with this bottom 2. I feel like they were the 2 weakest. The 2 weakest. So we go to the cauldron
Goodbye.
and
I said they were the linkest wink.
Goodbye. Baby, Victoria was trying to put on a face so bad. Like, I don't know you guys. Baby, we knew you weren't going nowhere. And everybody else knew it too. They were just like, okay, have your moment. But these are their faces. Like, girl, you ain't going nowhere. But I will give Erica She had a cute little moment in the cauldron with her and Abora.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, they're making me like you before you leave. That's
Mm-hmm.
good editing right there.
Mm.
That is good editing. Honestly, and I'm glad Erica came back. I am. I'm glad to see that Erica is still out there thriving. You know me, I love the wild card picks.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you do an All Stars cast, I don't think it should be just finalists. I think it should be a combination of finalists and people who went home early, or people who we don't think who just got the short end of the stick, went
Mm-hmm.
home by just by being on the wrong team that week. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because a lot of people truly feel like an All Stars or a Titan situation should be nothing but finalists, and I'm like, no, because just because these people had a bad day and got sent home early doesn't take any value away. And look at the amazing All-Star 6.
Mm-hmm.
Kylie was an early out, came back and won the whole pageant. Raja
Fact.
made it about halfway through but was hated by the fan base, came back and got a
Right.
full redemption.
Full redemption, and
Full
is killing it
redemption.
thus far on her new season.
Yeah, so I truly feel like when it comes to Titans, when it comes to All Stars, we need people like Erica Clash, the ones who went home early, the ones we didn't get to see a lot of, or the ones who just had a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
And Erica made it a little bit further this time,
Mm-hmm.
and she got on my nerve. She got on my nerve, but she did bring some needed drama. Because if not, it would have been just the love triangle, and I think I would have lost it. Her drama was a good break in between all the love triangle stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But yeah. So she had a cute moment with the board, but we go to the floor show stage and we find out that Erica Clash has been sent back down to hell. Do you agree with Erica being the one eliminated here?
Yes.
I do too. And baby, honey, why you acting like this? You knew you weren't
Okay,
going
you knew you
home.
wasn't going home.
You knew you weren't going.
Because I sure would have been up there like Kendra.
I would have just stood there. I would have took a deep breath. I would have been like, I would just shook my head yes. Like, it's right. Don't sit
Right.
there. Don't do that, honey. Don't do that. But we got to say goodbye to Erica. But yeah, that is probably my favorite episode thus far of
Yes.
Dragula Titans. That's because there was no love triangle drama the whole episode.
Right.
Even at the
Mhm.
beginning when they were reading Abora, they never mentioned the love triangle. It was just Abora was being a bitch. And I'm
Right.
like, thank you. I was just so sick of hearing about the damn love triangle. I don't care anymore.
Hmm.
I don't. I really don't. But yeah, this was a great episode. I'm super excited for next week. I wish
Mm-hmm.
they gave little previews on what to expect for next week. I would like a
Right.
little
Dun, dun,
teaser.
dun, 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 dun.
Just a little teaser. Be like, ooh, this what we doing next week? Okay.
Hey.
I can't wait to wake up Tuesday morning.
Mm.
But yeah.
Ooh, I get to watch it Tuesday morning.
Yes. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up here. Krisha May, where can they find you on the social medias?
You can find me on all social media at Cresha McGill. That's CRESHAMCGILL.
And you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDESMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see y'all shortly. Bye.